I am very excited to report that I have lots of boots on the ground helping me to deliver all the late-breaking news and updates happening throughout the theme park community. That's right, I've assembled a team. Here they are.
That kind of spark, she's from Texas, I can tell by the way.
As you can see, I am standing out in the middle of a parking lot. That will be a theme throughout this video today. Parking and parking lots and how to do it. So, to start, there have been tons of changes happening at the Walt Disney World Resort regarding parking and visiting various hotels. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I believe paying for parking is a scam. I will probably say it again within this video that you are currently watching. Plus, there were rumors perpetuated by yours truly that you can no longer park at or visit some resorts without a hotel reservation. Whether this is true or not, I don't know. We'll find out later in this video. Thanks to my crackpot team here.
The line now extends in the street because it is that backed up.
And this really all started a couple weeks ago when people began freaking out over the holiday gingerbread house at the Grand Floridian. It's no longer going to be there this year. It's like a 25-year tradition. They would build this big like gingerbread house, and then you could like order pieces of it to eat. I don't know if it's like actual pieces from that particular gingerbread house, or if it's just like extra, hey, we have some extra, you can buy it and eat it if you like. But yes, they won't be doing that anymore. Per this official Walt Disney World statement that I got my hands on officially, quote, this holiday season at the Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, guests can enjoy elegant seasonal decor and festive offerings, along with the new miniature gingerbread display featured throughout the resort. To help keep the lobby flowing smoothly for resort guests, the traditional large gingerbread house will no longer be offered. Note that last sentence there. To help keep the lobby flowing smoothly for resort guests, not the weirdos that wander in and be like, ooh, look at this. Can I eat some of that gingerbread house? We don't want them here anymore. Get out of here. You're no longer welcome. So naturally, conspiracies and rumors began to circulate once the news of the gingerbread house was canceled at the Grand Floridian, coupled with reports about the bus transportation from the glorified outdoor shopping mall Disney Springs now requiring a hotel reservation to take a bus from Disney Springs to whichever resort that you want to go to. It was actually kind of a convenient way. People would park at Disney Springs because it was free, and then they would get on a bus and go to one of the resorts to get around paying the $30 to $40 scam fee. You know, it costs I think $45 to park at like the Magic Kingdom. No way. That's ridiculous. It's a scam. It's a freaking scam. But everyone's very confused online. They're like, well, what does that mean? Does that mean I'm not allowed to go to the resorts now if I don't have a hotel reservation? All these crazy things with the Disney Springs buses and then the resort buses. You're like, I can't go in here now. Nobody knows. Nobody has the real answers. Get a shot of that bus. That's a good B-roll cutaway. A bus. I don't know if I got it, actually. Did I get it? I don't think I got it. Okay. But is Disney trying to limit access to these fancier, more upscale resorts and make them only available to those actually staying there? Which would be a real shame, because honestly, I like kind of doing what they say, the monorail loop, right? When you go to the Polynesian, to the Grand Floridian, to the Contemporary. Also, just going over to the Contemporary in the middle of like a Magic Kingdom day is a nice little break. It's a great place to go to when you need a little break from the park. Get to go inside to the ACs, find some cushy, nice chairs to sit in and just kind of chill for like an hour. Then you just walk right back over to the Magic Kingdom. Or go over to the Polynesian, grab a little, Dole Whip or something. Or just go into the Grand Floridian and look at it and be like, wow, that would be really cool to stay in this place one of these days, even though I'm too dirt poor to ever imagine staying in a place like this. Speaking of Contemporary, this is a tactic I would do back in the day. So I would get like a early morning reservation at, I think like it's called Steakhouse 71. I think it was called The Wave of American Flavor or something like that. I would get early morning breakfast, like first thing, like 6:45 in the morning, whatever. And then I would drive over there, and they'd have you scan your Magic Band to get into the parking lot there to confirm your reservation. I waltz right in, I have my breakfast, and then I would just leave my car parked there all frickin' day, and then just walk right across the street to the Magic Kingdom. So in my mind, I sort of paid the parking fee, the Magic Kingdom parking fee scam, because I, paid for, a $30, $40 breakfast for me and my wife. So I guess that was kind of my logic there. Even though I paid for the breakfast, I'm exchanging money for food that doesn't include parking. I don't need to justify what I did. This was just a scam that I would do to get around the scam that they have implemented. So I don't know, am I to blame for Disney implementing these new rules? I'm one of the grifter cheapskates that wouldn't pay for parking. I don't know. There's a lot of questions I'm going to be asking in this video. I'm not sure if I'm going to be answering a lot of things. Oh my God. We have late breaking news here. Hold on. I got to turn around here. Bear with me. This is exciting. Oh my God. Somebody left old hospital beds here by the trash. Oh dear Lord. What? This is a striker bed. Oh my God, 700 pounds this behemoth can hold. Does it still work? Oh, it still does this. Look at this. Wow. Whoa. It's like an old banister pillar thing here. Holy crap. The things that you can find in this dumpster are amazing. And let me tell you, there's not just one of these. There's another one over here. I'm not gonna lie, for a second, kind of scared myself a little bit. I thought that was a body in the trash can here. Still, look at this. Look at this. Still works. I really want to know the story behind this. Why would someone just dump them there, Had to have been like from an old folks home. They're probably like, we don't have enough in our budget to properly dispose of this. Just take it to the dead mall and just leave it there. Well, if anybody wants them, there they are. There's two of them. But is Disney finding a way to clamp down on my brilliant tactic of sneaking into a resort to get around the parking fee? Luckily, PC Dev is on the case.
Disney is getting extremely strict with parking at the resorts. Even the drama that's over at Disney Springs, like you have to either be staying at a resort or have a dining reservation to even use the bus transportation.
He was conveniently meeting up with a friend or a fan or something who happens to be staying at the Polynesian resort, more specifically at the extremely overpriced Island Tower, Polynesian Villa and Bungalow. Now, I respect and hate Dev's just hustle mentality, right? The first kind of couple minutes of this video were dedicated to talking about his new company, as well as talking about the color he wants to paint his office.
I feel like it would look really good. The middle one is a bit too blue for me. I like this third one too, but
I mean, potentially we could be watching vlogs of paint drying in the near future.
But the line just to try to get in is crazy. I think everyone is super confused, and I'm just like, wow, it's annoying if I'm being honest. Finally made it through security and parked here at the Polynesian, and I was given this 3-hour resort dining parking pass. I'm gonna have to show you this line. Even the Disney buses are backed up into the street. Check this out. This is the line that I was just in. and the line continues this way.
But I need more information on the parking fiasco that's happening at Disney World. So let's go to our other correspondent, Kyle Paulo.
For those that don't know, the boardwalk was actually probably the third hardest resort, or fourth hardest resort to park at. We are in. We're in. Well, I can tell you nothing has really changed, at least upon filming this video.
Now, I do honestly love the fact that Kyle is trying to stir up some drama and some controversy by making it look like he's kind of sneaking around these resorts when, in reality, it's not that hard to get around in them. I know he's on the mean streets of Walt Disney World. Be safe, Kyle, please. But I think you'll be okay,
Do see some K9 units up here. I wonder what this is for. You never really see that. It says K9 unit security and there's 2 cops. I don't think it has anything to do with what we're doing. I think someone actually called the cops.
I mean, I say this a lot, really only about my videos, but this is the one and only time that I will say he is showing me content that I'm not going to see anywhere else.
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever seen anybody playing tennis at Disney, like ever.
Truly, this is spectacular stuff. Construction updates, paths, trucks on grass, next level content.
What I don't want to see, and I think a lot of people don't want to see, is a closed off Disney World with all their hotels. I'm pretty darn sure last night they had people standing right here on July 4th making sure everybody had a resort reservation here at the Polynesian. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
But in all seriousness, it is great that vloggers finally have something to talk about, because it was getting a little desperate there, okay? This whole parking lot controversy has reinvigorated them a little. It's great. They can rush out the door with a camera in hand and walk around a little bit and then kind of speculate on some things. Is it true information? Nobody knows. Could be, could not be. We don't know. Let's find out.
Let us know down below. Again, we're kind of just speculating right now and to see what I can do right now here at the moment. No, so far no one is going to be scanning, and it's kind of like Disney World as we know it. See if we can see any signs. Pretty sure they had 2 people here making sure, but right now it's open. You can freely come here and walk.
Now I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Are vloggers and content creators the ones to blame for all this foot traffic at these new resorts? They are the ones that have spent years making videos about all these tips and tricks the locals do throughout the massive 43-mile property that is Disney World. So now all the subscribers watch their videos and they're like, oh wow, that's really cool. That's a cool tip I didn't know about. Next time I go there, I'm gonna do what Kyle did, or Paging Mr. Morrow, or the Trackers, or whomever. And if I was staying at the Polynesian, for example, I would be pissed off. I'm like, what's with all these sorry poor people walking around my resort? Are they staying here? They're in my way. They're bumping into me and touching me, and I can smell them from here. And their stinky poor smell is taking over my delightful Great Polynesian lobby smell. Seeing how I will never have enough money to stay at this actual resort, that'll never be a problem for me. Okay, I wouldn't be upset if I was staying there and then I saw other people there, because it's not going to happen. I'm going to be the people that go into the resort that don't have a hotel reservation there. Okay, I'm the good guy in this situation. I hope my presence ruins somebody's Disney World trip. That is a goal of mine. And here's the thing, though, I've brought this up before. Disney loves it when vloggers go and promote various places around the property. They're helping sell a hotel reservation at the end of the day. So, real talk, I don't think Disney's going to enforce this rule at all. I think, it'll be a problem in like 4th of July or New Year's, for example, when people go to these resorts and try to watch the fireworks from, the Magic Kingdom. But again, so what? People can't afford anything in this country right now, right? We are all financially strapped. Maybe the best I can do is afford 1 or 2 day vacation to Disney World. And Yeah, I want to go watch some fireworks at the Polynesian. So sue me. Let me have this. Honestly, is it really going to ruin the experience of somebody staying at the Polynesian if they see a couple people or a lot of people standing around watching the fireworks? Like, so what? It's like, oh no, I'm staying here and I don't have the best seat outside to watch the fireworks. Who cares? All these people that came to the resort that aren't staying here, they're going to be gone after a few hours, probably right after the fireworks end. So like, who cares? Oh, I'm so sorry that you have to rub shoulders with the poor people for a couple of minutes in your fancy gated community that is the Polynesian resort. Okay, so we've talked about the hotel experience from a sorry poor person's perspective, like myself and other vloggers. But what about from the perspective of someone who's actually stayed at one of these luxury resorts? And honestly, you can't really trust a lot of vloggers out there because I don't think half of them have even stayed at places like the Polynesian. Or if they have stayed, they've been invited by somebody who has DVC points or something like that. And that's another topic that I need to get to, the DVC, Disney Vacation Club scam, okay? I'm gonna expose that eventually down the line. But anyway, meet Alex Adventures, who specializes in luxury travel with a touch of magic. Clearly this description was written by AI. You can always tell thanks to like emojis in there. Think Disney for adults, luxury resorts, world travel, around mostly Walt Disney World, so.
I spent the last few months staying at every Disney deluxe resort, dining at the best signature restaurants, and sleeping in Disney's most expensive rooms. And then I realized that luxury at Disney isn't about spending the most money, it's about knowing exactly what's worth spending your money on.
All right, check this out. I found an even better motel to film in front of. It's abandoned. Yeah, no trespassing. I'll admit, I did, in fact, judge a book by its cover. I know you're not supposed to do that. But, you know, Alex has spent the last couple of uploads going to all the 12 of the extremely expensive luxury resorts on Disney property. And I was like, oh man, it's just another perfect looking, beautiful influencer fawning over Disney World.
Walking into that lobby is just so breathtaking. It's never not a princess moment for me. And I mean, for anyone, it's like, I don't care if you're Larry from Wisconsin who's in accounting. You're gonna have your princess moment, Larry, and that's what's gonna happen.
But turns out she's not afraid to give her honest opinion on what she actually doesn't like in a hotel. Take, for example, the Polynesian Resort.
I'm just gonna give you some ambient sounds of the lobby here at the Polynesian. It just always seems busy. And it's not truly the most relaxing place. This lobby always disappoints me with how crazy and chaotic it is. I wish I loved it, but I don't.
Which was kind of surprising to me, because I thought for sure, you know, she would have loved this place. Everybody loves the Polynesian.
If you want to understand what the problem is with the Polynesian, just go in there, go to the second floor of that lobby, the hellscape that is that second floor with the lineup of strollers and just people just draped all over the uncomfortable polyester couches up there, waiting to get into Ohana like they're at the DMV. I can't.
Now, I don't necessarily agree with all of her points, but I do respect her for having an actual opinion on something and kind of giving me a fresh take and a different perspective on something that, you know, I thought everybody was in agreement that they liked. She's not just giving some bland, nothing burger of a statement that every single Orlando-based content creator does. Now, I don't know all of the details and backstory on Alex, but it seems as though she is spending her own money at these hotels. And she's not afraid to talk about the price, show all aspects of the room, restaurants, and lobby.
So, this room, purchased, regular, no DVC points, no nothing. This room cost me $751 for the night. Yes, indeed. That's with tax and all the things. I did get, if you can believe it, the Florida resident discount for the summer. This room normally goes for over $900 a night. So
let's check out my water.
And she also pointed out the very issue that I brought up at the start of this video, and that is, are these resorts kind of crowded because of non-resort guests visiting them all the time? And this is kind of the great part, because I went into this video only seeing one side of the argument. But upon my research and discovery, I learned maybe something a little bit new and saw a different perspective along the way. So I want to give a special thanks to PC Dev and Kyle Palo for, joining the team, being a Please Stop Vlogging correspondent. So maybe go on like Kyle's channel, for example, and be like, hey, we're excited that you're part of the Please Stop Vlogging team. Let's really mess with him. Let's really mess with his head and see what he thinks. Maybe that's kind of mean. Don't do that. Well, I don't know. You can do that. Maybe don't. I don't know. I'm just gonna put a hypothetical statement out there. Be like, hey, do what you want, but maybe don't do it. I don't know. It's confusing.